He's 3 months old, and he just learned this in one afternoon. Hi everyone, welcome back to Bamin's channel. So I've been reading everything about Bengal cats, and one thing everyone agrees on, they're incredibly smart, and if you don't give them mental work, they will find their own projects, usually involving your furniture. Today I'm trying something I've never done before, a clicker, some tuna, and zero idea what I'm doing. Let's see who trains who. Before I could train him, I needed to figure out what he actually wants, because treats only work if the cat cares about them. I tried regular kibble. He looked at me like I'd insulted him. I tried chicken, mild interest. And then I opened a can of tuna packed in water. The reaction was immediate. He came from across the apartment. Now, I did my research before giving it to him, because tuna sounds simple, but it's actually something you have to be careful with. A little bit of water-packed tuna is fine as an occasional reward. But too much, too often, and two things happen. First, they can start refusing their regular food because nothing competes with that smell. And second, tuna in large amounts isn't balanced nutrition for cats. So I use it the way you'd use a secret weapon, small amount, only during training. Enough to make him feel like he just wants something. I kept reading about Bengal cats before I got him. And one thing that surprised me, they're not just smart the way most cats are smart. They're problem-solving smart. Regular cats learn. This is my bowl, this is my bed, this is my human. Bengals learn. If I do this, that happens. If I push this off the table, she comes running. If I sit by the clicker, training starts. They're always running little experiments. Which is amazing and also means you have to stay one step ahead. Because if you don't give them something to figure out, they'll find their own puzzles, usually involving something you care about. The clicker training works so well with Bengals specifically because it gives them a system. A logic, click means right, no click means try something else. For a cat that's always looking for patterns, that's genuinely satisfying. I noticed today that when he got a command wrong, he didn't just give up. He tried a variation, sat slightly differently, moved his paw like he was debugging. I don't know if that's impressive or slightly terrifying, probably both. Everything I read online said, use a clicker. The idea is simple. The click sound marks the exact moment the cat does what you want, and the treat follows immediately. Over time, the cat connects the click with I did something right. In theory. In practice, the first time I clicked it, Balmain froze, stared at the clicker, and walked away, so we started over. Click, tuna, just getting him comfortable with the sound. No commands yet, just association. By the third time he heard the click, he was already looking at my hand. That's when I knew we had something. Once he understood that click means treat, I started the actual work first. Sit. Bengals naturally sit. The trick is getting them to do it on cue. I held the tuna just above his nose, moved it back slowly, and the moment his back end touched the floor, click treat. He got it faster than I expected. Second, lie down. From sit I moved the treat toward the floor between his front paws. This one took longer. He kept trying to just reach for it standing up. But eventually, down, click treat. Third, stand on back legs. This is the one I really wanted. I held the tuna high, he stretched up, click. And the look on his face when he realized that worked was genuinely funny. He did it for more times in a row just to confirm. Fourth, come when called. I stepped back, said his name once, and the moment he moved toward me, click treat. What surprised me most was how focused he was. No distractions, no wandering off. When the tuna is involved, he is completely present. Here's what nobody tells you about training a Bengal. You think you're teaching the cat, but what's actually happening is the cat is figuring out how to train you. By the end of the session, Balmain had learned that if he sits near the clicker and stares at me, I will eventually start the training. He didn't learn commands. He learned how to start the game on his own terms. I'm not sure if that means he's very smart or if I'm very easy to manipulate. Probably both. We'll keep practicing. Next session I want to add fetch. We already made progress on that. And maybe try walking on a leash. Because yes, that's happening. If your cat knows any tricks, tell me in the comments. I need ideas before he runs out of things to learn. Subscribe if you want to follow what comes next.